Welcome to Shadow Case Files. Tonight, we go back to Christmas Eve, 1945, when a peaceful night turned into one of America's darkest mysteries. The Sodder family was asleep in their warm home in West Virginia when the fire began. Flames rose fast, waking the mother with a loud thud on the roof and the smell of smoke drifting through the hallway. She gathered the children she could reach, but 5 never came downstairs. The father ran outside to grab his ladder, but it was gone from its usual place. He tried to start his trucks to rescue the trapped children, but both engines failed without explanation. Even the phone line had been cut, making it impossible to call for help. Everything that could have saved the children was suddenly disabled, as if someone planned it that way. The fire department arrived hours later, long after the house had collapsed. When they searched the ashes, they found no bones, no remains, nothing to suggest the missing children died inside. Experts said the fire was not hot enough to destroy bodies completely, which made the absence of remains deeply suspicious. Reports soon came in from around the region. People claimed they saw the children alive after the fire. A woman at a motel said she served them breakfast the next morning. A bus driver claimed he saw them in a car on the highway with strangers. Another witness said she saw them watching from a window of a passing vehicle, looking frightened. None of these sightings were ever investigated properly. Strange warnings had been given to the family before Christmas. A salesman threatened the father after he refused to buy life insurance, telling him his home would burn and his children would be harmed. Another man said the Sodders would regret speaking against Mussolini. Both men disappeared after the fire. More odd details surfaced. The ladder was later found thrown into a ditch far from the house. A telephone repairman said the line had been cut with tools, not destroyed by flame. A neighbor claimed she saw a stranger watching the fire from the road, standing silently before walking toward the forest. The Sodders rebuilt part of the site into a large billboard, showing the faces of the 5 missing children. They offered a reward and pleaded for clues. Many leads came, but most were dead ends, and some seemed deliberately false. Detectives hired by the family vanished without explanation or returned with stories that couldn't be verified. Years later, the family received an envelope containing a photograph of a young man who looked identical to one of the missing sons. The note on the back read, "Louis Sodder, I love Brother Frankie." The parents believed it was real, but authorities refused to reopen the case. The mother kept a porch light on every night for the rest of her life, hoping the children would find their way home. She preserved their bedrooms as they left them. She never accepted that they died in the fire, and the evidence never demanded she should. To this day, the case remains unresolved. No remains were ever recovered. No explanation fits all the facts. A house burned, but it left too many questions. A family was torn apart, yet no truth has surfaced. 5 children disappeared into smoke, or into something far more human. Whether they died, were taken, or hidden by people with influence, the truth followed the Sodders for decades. It lives in the gaps between ash and silence, waiting for someone to uncover it. This has been Shadow Case Files. Stay curious and stay in the